Hello, and welcome to Whiskey with Rye, where every week we talk about the nose and taste of whiskey three different ways: straight, with water, and on the rocks. This week, the very special bottle I'm with, Old Forester 150th Anniversary, batch number 3. So this is in celebration of Old Forester 1870 to 2020. This is, like I said, batch number 3, bottle 05600, 126.8 proof. It's going to kick your butt. That is 63.4% whiskey or alcohol. It's 100% whiskey. This is out of Brown-Forman, who owns and operates Jack Daniels, Woodford Reserve, Slane Irish whiskey, a few scotches as well. From what I can tell, this is just the standard Old Forester mash bill. So 72 corn, 18 rye, 10% barley, 4% or number 4 barrel char, and 125 barrel entry proof is going to be my guess. This is hard to find, going 7 times what I paid for it. So, sorry. Also, hashtag fresh crack. But before we get to hashtag fresh crack, please, just a reminder, do like, subscribe, comment, click the bell so you get notifications every Thursday when we release a new episode, and keep up to date with that. Also, just a reminder, Twitter and Twitch are out there as well, if you are so inclined. So, let's get the plastic off. Lago is going to go nut. Because I opened the garbage can. There he goes. Yeah, so this is a dark bottle, as you can see up here. It is a brown amber bottle. So I'm curious to see what the whiskey looks like. Oh, that was a good one. I didn't even have to twist it, just right off. From what I've been able to find, 6 to 8 year old whiskey. That's not just a sticker. That's like fabric, like a cloth sticker. Our neat and water port. And then our rocks pour. So hopefully you enjoyed. Oh yeah, the special videos we did with the editor-in-chief for Whiskey with Rye, Podman Big Dev. If you haven't checked those out, please make sure you do. Go back and take a look at those. So we're going to jump into the nose straight. So it is a heavier, stronger, whiskey. So you're going to need to back it off just a little bit more than you normally would. Kind of find that sweet spot. I'm getting like dark brown sugar, molasses, cherry. Not too strong on the wood, but it's definitely there in the background. Some dill. And as you acclimate, you can move it back in. Maybe some chocolate in there too, like maybe semi-sweet chocolate. This is definitely gonna kick your ass. And hello, Lago. Hi. What? It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Soon. All right. So cheers. So, I mean, first rush, you're definitely hit by that proof, as you may be able to tell by my voice and the cough that is now lingering at the back of my throat. First sip of the day, 127 proof, basically. That'll do it. But once you get past the proof, there's a warm coating flavor of chocolate, almost marshmallow, like toasted marshmallow. Leather, maybe like pipe tobacco, just rich, dark flavors is the best way I can put that. Man, you got my shoulder good, bud. Jeez. Molassesy, very dark, very heavy, intense flavors, rich. It's very rich. I'm going to need to put in a little more into the glass for when we add water. That should be good. So this bottle I've seen now going for 700 plus. I did not pay that. But anytime you get these special release, special batches, the secondary or even primary market markup is just going to be ridiculous. Rich oak, like oak furniture. So like a mix between the wood and like varnish on it at the same time. No, that's absolutely delightful. What do you want? In a minute. It's almost time. It's almost time. I'll tell you when. All right. Let's add some water. So because it is, 126.8 proof, you don't have to be too careful with the water. You don't want to, completely water it down, dilute it, but, it's not going to hurt if you get a bit more than just a couple drops in there. Just to proof it down and see what other flavors and nose comes out. So it's immediately more herbal. Dill, maybe some basil, anise, hay. I mean, it's still very dark. Maybe some dark, like plums in there as well. Still very, very nice with water. It definitely lightens up on the taste with water. It's not as dark and heavy. A little sharper. A little spikier. The wood is a lot more prominent. The wood spice. It does change its profile a bit. It's not as leathery smooth. Still delightful. All right. Yeah, that is just darn good. It is now time for Lago's favorite part. And in my handy dandy Yeti, have our ice. So these are just the standard size cubes. I had someone ask that my freezer makes. I'm going to put 2 in. If you were just doing here, Lago. There you go. You want some ice? Yeah, you do. All right, bye, bud. If you're just doing a quick tasting, that's perfect. If you are planning on, and I'm talking while this sits, just so it can dilute a little bit and cool down because it is so high proof. But if you're planning on sipping something on the rocks, the larger and clearer the cube, the longer it will take to dilute and water down, and the more flavors you'll experience as you go. So if you are planning on just drinking something on the rocks, I really recommend there are a lot of good clear ice molds out there now that aren't that expensive. Because of the whiskey nerd I am, I have a freezer where I make my own clear ice. It's just for that. You don't have to go that far, but there are plenty of things you can make your own at-home clear ice now that will really help advance and enhance, I think is the best way to put it, your at-home whiskey experience. So check those out. Maybe one day I'll have an affiliate link to Amazon. Who knows? Anyway, into the ice on the rocks. So now that caramel butterscotch sweeter notes that you get in bourbon come out a lot more. So this is a straight bourbon whiskey. So we are dealing, like I said, majority corn, hashtag Dev's corn. And that caramel does come through on the taste more. But the oak is a lot more present as well. And it's not the wood spice or the wood char. It is the oak. Drying tongue depressor is the best way I can put it. Still very enjoyable. It's a lot simpler. This diluted down this fast. Again, over the clear ice, I think it would evolve and change a bit more. Yeah, and some apple, like green apple there on the end. I think definitely neat. Then water, then on the rocks for me for this one. So that has been Old Forester 150th anniversary batch number 3. Thank you much for joining. Thank you for checking out the rest of the videos on the channel. And until next time, cheers.